up in the lead in some of the polls. So very, very significant night. Okay, I want to open with just a short lay of the land when it comes to the changes taking place in North Carolina. After I do this, we'll look at the federal races, talk to federal candidates, then followed by the statewide races, and finally the legislative races. This is voter registration going back to 1980. I want to show you that because it's so dramatic to look at how Democrats had a market share of about 75% then, and it's down to 43% today. The red line, Republicans, up to about 35, but notice they're going down. They're at 31% today. Unaffiliated voters from less than 5% up to 26% today. These are the actual numbers as of yesterday. So we have 6.49 million voters, 43%, 31%, 26%. Since 1990, we've gone from 3.4 to 6.4 million voters, and two-thirds are not from the South. Two-thirds are not from the South. They're from Pennsylvania, Connecticut, New Jersey, Ohio. We are much more like the nation than the old South today because of what has happened, going from 3.4 to 6.4 million voters in 20 years, and they're not from southern states. Now that's very, very significant politically in this state as Republicans ascend to power. Because Republicans have 31 and it takes 50 to win. If you have 31 and you need 50, where are you going to get the other 19? That's why Republicans, for those of you who fear Republicans are going to take this state too far to the right, you have nothing to fear. Because they only have 31 and they need 19 to win, and you have to get the 19 out of those unaffiliated voters, and there's not a whole lot of those unaffiliated voters who care about a lot of those social agenda items. So this state has become a perfectly balanced, level playing field, very, very tricky politically for both Democrats and Republicans, but that says a lot about where we are. And by the way, 16,995 libertarians. They're on a roll. Okay. This shows the picture I wanted you to see. This is a Gallup study showing you the states that are most conservatives, those that are kind of average, and then those that are least conservative. You see the liberal states, California, and then the Northeast, Maine, New York, Connecticut. But notice where we are. We are in there with other southern states, Florida and Virginia, the three states that went for Obama in 2008, but we're also in there with Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Wisconsin. We went from 3.4 to 6.4 million voters in 20 years, and those are the states they came from. That's why we are more like them than the old South today.